Alright guys, welcome back to another G Auto Repair YouTube video. And today we're going to be doing ball joints on this 2006 Toyota Tacoma. We're going to be doing the lower ball joints because it's got wear in it, obviously, and the customer wants to get it aligned. So we're going to go ahead and start removing the tires and whatnot, because we got to do both sides. And we're going to bring you guys along for the journey, right, Alex?
Yeah.
All right. So, good morning to all, by the way, or good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is that you're watching. I hope you've had a wonderful day.
Could have used what is that line from the Truman Show?
What?
Good morning, good evening, and good night.
And good night. Yes. So, we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. Alex is gonna start taking off the wheels. He's gonna do a quick NASCAR wheel removal. All right. So the guys that we will be replacing are these down here, because there's play. If you shake the wheel up and down, you'll see the gap here gets closer and tighter. So we have to make sure that we get that replaced. So we have to remove this linkage, we have to remove this arm, and obviously ultimately loosen here. There is 2 bolts here. I think these are 17s or 19s, I don't remember. We gotta break this bracket free and then press the ball joint out. And if I didn't know any better, I think somebody already replaced this at some point, because I don't think those are original Toyota ball joints. I don't think. I could be wrong. Okay, so let's go ahead. It's a little bit of play here on these brakes. They make a little clicking noise here. Huh, that's interesting. Okay, so let me go ahead and gather a few tools, and we'll be right back to begin the journey. So I'm gonna do one side. I may not do both sides with you guys, but at least, you know, if you're contemplating on doing this job, you'll have a gist of what to expect. So stay tuned. Okay, so we are back. We got some tools. I know I'm gonna need more tools than this, but this will get us going. We'll wing it. Let me get my impact, which I left over here. All right, let's put this here for now. All right, so like I said, we're gonna want to remove this sway bar link. These boots are broken. I don't know if there's play in the joint or not. I'll feel it, but the boots are broken. Don't know. Technically we should replace those boots to ensure the longevity, but yeah, somebody's already replaced this at some point, but they do not have any. I don't think they have any play in it. I know this bolt is a little loose. We got to loosen this. We already removed the cotter pin here, remove the cotter pin here. So let's get started. Alex, a quick favor, please. What was I gonna ask for?
Obviously wasn't that important.
Apparently. Oh yeah, the penetrating juice. Let's go ahead and.
I redact my statement. That's kind of important.
Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and just soak these rusty-looking things here, just to, you know, just to facilitate things. We're gonna go down here too, and make sure we get some juice going in there. And now we're just gonna start breaking things loose. We're gonna start with this. What size is this, bro?
I think it's the big one.
No, this is too big for that. Maybe that's a 21, because this is a 19. Yeah, that's got to be a 21. Okay, well, in the meantime, we'll go ahead and get this one loose. Now, I know this one is partially loose. Yeah, see that? But I think it's because the nut itself is loose, not because the joint, but we'll get a feel for it here in a minute. Yeah, see there is no play in the joint. It's a little loose, but there's definitely no play, at least that I can feel. Let me see. Maybe we'll just go ahead and put some new ones now that we're at it. That's yet to be seen. Okay, so it was a 21. Now we're gonna use my favorite hammer in the whole wide world. We're gonna strike it. Obviously we don't want to hit the boot, even though the boot is already broken. Is it broken? Yeah, I think it's split right there. Okay, I'm gonna try not to hit the boot right there, but it's already broken, so. Oh, I hit it here and then I hit it here. Not cool. Not cool at all, but that can be fixed, no problem. We can fix that later. Okay, no play here. I already checked all this. There's no play here, so. All right, so now that we got this and this loose, now our next, now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna loosen this up here. We're gonna loosen this up here.
You can take off that whole bracket or something.
Yeah, this whole bracket does come off and it needs to come off. However, to break it loose later, it's a bit of a mission. So what I am going to do, let's go ahead and get the jack. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. Remember, I always like trying to use gravity to my favor. And I'm gonna try to raise this lower control arm to move this up, and then I'm gonna try to strike it here. Again, this is all trial and error at this point. See if it breaks loose, and because this is a little higher, it'll tend to fall down a little bit. I just want to use all of this mass, all of this weight to my favor, because if not, then we got to come with a pickle fork, a ball joint separator, and all this mumbo jumbo. And let me see if I can whack it and get the result I want. Watch yourself there, bro. I need some swinging space too. Okay, so there we have it. No, this is not going up, is it? It's trying to raise up the car is what it's trying to do.
I think he has a really stiff suspension.
No, it's going up a little bit, yeah. Yeah, it's working. Yeah. Yeah, I just need enough to, it'll give it some, because this is pretty much bottomed out here. Okay. So let's try it and see what happens. Okay. It doesn't seem to be wanting to budge. And you'll tell because it'll drop down. Okay. All right, this is a very thin lip here, and it looks like it's mushrooming a little bit, so. Okay, so that didn't work, I don't think. So, Alex, can you please bring me, I think I'm gonna need a bungee. I need a 19 millimeter. All right. Yeah. Okay, that's one. Oops. Thank you, sir. All right. So now what we want to do is kind of swing this out of the way. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see.
So what's that gonna do? It's gonna do even less.
Actually, I think that'll do.
What? Oh, they'll have more something. You know what?
All right. So this is the guy we need to remove. Obviously, we're not gonna be able to strike it or do anything with it. You see that? That's the play we're having. Somebody didn't put the grease fitting here. See?
That's probably what it was.
So not only was it not greased when it was installed, water and moisture and crud has gotten in there and has accelerated the wear. See, I can see rust in there. So this was doomed from the very beginning. See that? Another thing we could probably do. No.
It'd be cool if we just had a press.
Yeah, no, we have one of those, but all right, Alex, can you please bring me the pickle fork? We're just gonna and the snap ring kit. Okay, so yeah, whoever installed this installed it in such a way that it was just destined to fail, unfortunately, because there was no grease fitting. At least if it would have put the grease fitting and greased it, at least it would have had something in there. This has nothing, and on top of it has nothing. It's got an opening here to let everything go in there and do its destructive magic. Okay.
I'm not sure if these have any difference.
Yeah, one is wider than the other. We'll start with this one for right now. Okay. All right, let's see what happens here. We may have to locate a ball joint separator. Okay, I think that's pretty wedged in there. Let's try this thinner one here. I don't know. It's bottoming out. A ver. There we go. Ella no se gobierna. ¿Eh? Ella no se gobierna. Ella tiene que hacer lo que yo le diga. Ella no se gobierna. Yeah, see? I mushroom there a little bit. Now that's not gonna do anything, but obviously we don't want to booger up things. Yeah, we could have used the straight one though.
Do you want that one instead?
I'll not that. Here, hold this one. I got enough room here that I can use this straight one. There we go. Come on, come on. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. All right, so now we're gonna spray some juice. Okay, let that soak in there. Oh yes, baby. All right. Now we gotta press this out, but before I do that, I'm gonna try whacking it. I probably should use the bigger hammer and see if at least it'll give it a shot. If not, I might be able to whack it through. I've had some success. Yes, it is. Nice. Okay, so I'm gonna need, and yeah, bring me the ball peen, the big one. The biggin. And maybe the heaviest duty that may be over here in this box. A big
that last part, but I assume this.
No. That's the brass. Never mind. Ella no se gobierna.
Alright, bro.
She's got to do what I tell her to do. Alright, so this was pretty good, actually. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to clean this up. Alex, can you give me the steel wool that's in there? And maybe a rag, please, sir? Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's the guy right there. Right here. Okay. So we got this going on here. Okay. So if this didn't work, I would have had to use the press to get it out, which is no big deal. I mean, I got to use the press to put it in, so ain't no biggie. So I just want to make sure this is clean to facilitate.
We have to press it in though, right?
Yeah, we got to press it in. Okay, to facilitate the installation process.
Oh, these come pre-greased?
Huh?
Do these come pre-greased?
Yeah. See, notice how this one does not have a grease fitting. That means that this is already greased and ready to go. This is non-serviceable.
It looks like this one doesn't have a snap ring. It looks like a horseshoe.
Yeah, this is how they come originally, like this, from factory, with this C-clip right here. Okay? So then this goes pressed in, and then this goes in. This goes in this groove. See? So this is aftermarket. Obviously, somebody has already changed this. Okay. So, and not only did they change it, they just destined it to fail. Okay, so the one thing I want is to make sure that this is lined up. Is it gonna affect anything? No, but when this is in here and you put it like this, it could, this right here, this backing plate is gonna be in the way. So it's just gonna make life more miserable. So I always like to make sure that it is free, that I can just stick the cotter pin and no big deal. Okay. So now what I need to do is go ahead and get the press and get it set up so we can press this back in there. So stay tuned and we'll be right back when I got that set up. Okay, so we're back. We got the C-clamp ready. We got our new ball joint ready. Now what I like to do is I like to just make a mark here. Just, oop, it's a little off. Just to reference it with the cotter pin hole, because once you put your tool over this, you put the cup over this, that's it, you can't really see this anymore. See? So I like to put these dots here just so I can line it up and know what's happening. So let's go ahead and start to install the new guy. Ali, never mind. Let's just give it a little bit of a spray. You can put a little light film of grease here too. That's no problem. Whew, it's getting hot. I'm trying not to turn on the fan because then I get a lot of wind noise. And I don't think nobody wants to hear all that mumbo jumbo.
Gotta tough it out.
Huh?
Gotta tough it out for the content.
Gotta tough it out for the peoples. So if you do appreciate us going through all this heat for the sake of the video quality, how about liking and subscribing?
Wouldn't that be a noble idea, right?
That would be a noble idea, and we thank you if you haven't already done so. If you have, welcome back. Glad to have you. Okay. So we're just gonna tappy tap that over there. All right, so that should be ready to go. We got our press. We could technically remove this, but I'm just gonna leave it alone for now. We got our 23 millimeter. Just gonna ease there. I do believe she is in like Flynn. So we're gonna go ahead and put the new C. See, some of these come with the snap ring. This comes with a C clip, so I'm just gonna use that. Where is my brass guy here? And that just goes in there. Oh, that was unexpected.
At least it doesn't fly very far.
Yeah. There. She is in.
Nice.
All right.
All right.
Giggity giggity goo.
All right.
All right, so here is the $1 million question. I don't even know if this is the original one or not,
Probably
to be honest. It is a little thicker. I like to try to stick to the original one.
It's not thicker. It's just that these teeth are warped in. Look at it.
Okay, we'll use the new one. I like to try to stick to the original ones because they like to. As a matter of fact, the new. Oh, it's the same size. Okay, whatever. I don't care. I do not care. So we're gonna go ahead and put this. Just start it. There we go. All right. I'm gonna call the customer, see if he wants me to just put new ones now that we're here. There is no play here. It's just that the boot is broken. We're already here. It's not gonna be much of a difference just to take off one extra nut and pop a new one in. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking I'm gonna call him, and I think I already know what the answer is gonna be, but I don't like to do anything without the consent of the owner. So we're gonna go ahead and let him make that decision, but I'm pretty confident I know what the answer is gonna be. So now we're just gonna put this back in place here. Okay. There. It's gonna be a little wonky, but just try to straighten it up as much as possible. We're gonna have to push down. Now this is gonna be a little tougher because with these new joints, you know, you got some new joints here. Oh boy.
Boy is right.
Ali, come around here and just hold this out of my way so I can give it a bit of a who's your daddy?
Oh boy.
Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay, now let's let this swing back here. Okay, get it as close as possible. Now I gotta kind of push down because this arm tends to kind of try to swing it, bring it up. So we gotta force it back down just like so, and get it more or less where it needs to go. This may be a little bit of a struggle, but we can get it. We can get it did. Let's see which side wants to cooperate. Let's see which side wants to cooperate the most. And on top of that, you don't want to cross thread anything either. So where's the 19 millimeters of this one? No, this is a 21. This is our 19 millimeter. Okay, I do believe that's on there. And now we got this guy on this side. Same ordeal. Alright, cooperate. Alright, it is complying. Thank you. Now we're gonna okay. Okay. All right. And we're just about done. Now we gotta tighten the big guy here. There. Is new cotter pin. Now we're just gonna slide that. See, this is what I was talking about. If you were to do it this way, it'll crash right here, and then it just becomes a whole thing. So we put the new cotter.
Little quality of life things. Huh?
Yeah, just little details that experience teaches you. That's all. Okay. Ooh, that joint is tight. Nice and tight. All right, so we double check our work, make sure our clip is in. This is tight, this is tight, this is tight. Now we can install this, but let me get an answer on this. So that's pretty much the gist of it. Let me talk to the customer and see what he wants to do.
Soak up a little AC in the process.
Soak a little bit of AC in the process. Again, if you're still with us, oh wait, let me fix this right here. There we go, like it never happened. Yeah, you gotta make sure this doesn't stay rubbing, because making sure this has a good clearance between the rotor and this backing plate. If not, you will have the craziest sounds you've ever heard, especially after it heats up. If it's just barely touching, after it heats up, it'll warp a little bit more, and oh my goodness, you'll have the customer talking about, what the heck did you do to my truck? It wasn't doing that before. Okay, so if you're still with us, again, please like, subscribe, and we appreciate all the support that you guys give to the channel. We're almost at 10K. 10K has been a journey. Let's see if we can reach and surpass 10K. So please help us out with that. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification so you can get notifications on our latest videos. And we're trying to do more things. So we'll see how that goes.
Trying to get active.
So that's pretty much it for the ball joint. It's just putting it back together.
It's like another 2 bolts.
Yeah, it's just this and the tire, and we're done. So let me get with the customer, see what they want to do. Maybe we'll record the wrapping up of this side at least, and that's it. So stay tuned, I guess, maybe, perhaps. All right, so we are back. We got approval from the customer to go ahead and put some new sway bar links in here. So we're gonna replace those real quick. Like Alex has already replaced the other ball joint while we were waiting for an answer. Did a pretty good job at it, I must say. So we're gonna, oh snap, somebody's in trouble. Oh snap, he didn't wash his plate. Homeboy got in trouble. He got in trouble in front of everybody. Alright, let's see here. This is what I'm looking for. And the juice. I need the juice. Okay. Right here. There we go. Okay, so we can loosen this up real quick like. I just need to get a good swing here. Okay, I guess like this. So we're replacing this just because we're already here. The boots are broken. It's already halfway out. It's more of the part than anything else at this point. So he just went ahead and told me to replace it. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to replace it. All right. Oops, my wrench slipped out. Okay, we're almost there. All right, there we go. Something fell out. What was it? Oh, here it is. It's a little washer. It's kind of dark in here. Okay. So this goes in like so. There we go. Comes with new locking nuts. Okay, just like so. And since these are new and tight joints, I'm hoping this will play nice, and it's not. Okay, so we're going to have to get a vice grip or something to hold it there, and maybe I'll get the air ratchet just to. So let me go ahead and get that. Okay, so I got a locking plier and I got the air ratchet with this 18. I don't know if it'll fit back there, but we can try. So this one does have little flats here, but they're very, very thin. You don't have much room between the rubber and the actual part. So I think it's just easier we just get it with the locking plier just to hold it. That's all this is for, just to hold it so it won't spin. There we go. Let's see if it'll hold. Oh, I'm holding the wrong thing. She is in. Now we get the big wrench to give it the final oomph, just to make sure it's nice and tight. There we go. Now the other side is loose too, so that's why this is all flopping all over the joint. All right. There. Beautiful. So now this part goes in here like so. There we go. We'll have to do the same on the other side. I'm gonna do this number here. Do the same thing here. Okay. You gotta hold it with the locking plier. There we go. Crank down on it. All right, and we be done on this side. We still got to change this on the other side. We got to grease this up here. I don't really know why these fittings are like this. They're kind of in the way, but it is left and right side sensitive, and this one is supposed to go on this side. However, I do question that decision of putting that on this side. I even double checked to make sure I'm putting it on the right side, so it is what it is. Anywho, I think this is as far as I'm going to take this video. There'll be more in the future. Like I said earlier, please like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you get notifications when those videos do come out. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe again. See if we can make it to 10K. And all we have to do here is, like I said, just grease, put the tire back on, and we're done. So do the same thing on the other side. So nothing interesting there. So again, we'll catch you on the next video. Ciao for now.